Jong-san,
Yes.
we have been talking about the Jomon dough.
Yes.
And then, as you mentioned, Jomon dough is a sort of value that we Japanese had
Yes.
almost 14,000 before Christ in
Yes,
Japan.
that's
And
right.
then Johnson said 4 important concepts are horizontal, and then the female,
yes, female and
status,
equality.
and then the peaceful
Yes.
and harmony.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering how those values have been associated with Japanese culture or Japanese, the people itself.
Okay.
I'm very curious to know.
Well, according to Mr. Uehara Takashi, who was a professor of Kyoto University, almost all Japanese, current cultural values originally traced back to Jomon period, and almost all Japanese spiritual aspects were very much influenced by Jomon period. I mean, Jomon is origin of Japanese spiritual aspect. So that means Jomon spirit, reflection of that. It's symbolic word which came from Jomon's people's life. And it's also influenced to Japanese, means current Japanese. And I can pick up 4 big important aspects of Jomon. Yamato no Michi means in Japan, Japanese. Yamato-ji.
Yamato is a sort of name.
Name of all Japanese.
What we call Japanese.
That's right.
Ourselves,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
Yamato, the
Yamato.
country and our
People.
Yeah.
In firstly, craftsmanship.
Craftsmanship.
Making, pots or figures, everything,
This kind of stuff,
yeah,
right?
that's right.
Pottery.
All,
Craftsmanship.
Design.
Designing.
From clays. This has to soul means clay itself.
Yeah.
It's come from on this earth.
Okay.
And
Soil.
after picking up,
Yeah.
and as you mentioned,
Yeah.
made by hand, and have to fire it with a temperature of 600, 700, 800 degrees. To use fire is the origin of human beings, wisdom.
Yeah.
And in about 1,000 years ago, all Jomon people had made this, earthenware by using fire
Fire.
at a temperature of 600 to 700
Like
degrees.
oven.
Not oven, or fired on the earth,
Okay. Yeah,
and
on the
used
earth,
as
fire.
lots of trees.
Yeah.
So many Shinyojuri means northern part, lots of such trees, or just bamboos. They cut it and burn it, and after drying, it's usually 700 degrees. And this craftsmanship, is required to be very precise. Scientific mind means chemical or also physical, and because using sort of fire and designing, and try to use it for, let's say, cooking, or for storage, for let's say putting human bones into such bowls, for just worship,
Our
for
ancestors.
that ancestors, at the same time for children who had passed away very young age. That is so-called craftsmanship. Japanese is regarded as monozukuri, means origin was come from Jomon period.
Jomon period.
And the second is, Japanese aesthetical beauty, Japanese paintings, Japanese sculptures, Japanese pottery,
Yeah.
or Japanese, everything, so-called Japanese let's say that's right.
Side, aesthetic aspect. It's very interesting.
This is
Yeah.
Jomon
Your painting.
White Venus in Nagano Prefecture.
Nagano Prefecture, Jomon Venus.
Yeah, that's right. And this is quite important. The Japanese paintings itself are now becoming very popular all over the world.
Yeah.
And let's say designing point. Issei Miyake, who is regarded as one of the distinguished designer in the world,
Yes, it's very famous.
he
It's very famous.
he used so-called Jomon's clothes, and it called session one means in one just piece of silk or whatever, and use it as a kanto. It means in Jomon period they just put from the top of the head to
To
knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, in one like kimono.
Yeah, one piece.
One piece. And section one, his idea was come from Jomon's designing. Even Koshino Junko said the same way. And so many distinguished artists, all Japanese have to look back Jomon's, origin. So it's come from, beauty. Harmonize with nature.
So
So
Jomon
the-
culture stimulated those artists or designers a lot. And
That's right.
allow them have good
Yeah,
imagination,
it's quite right.
inspiration.
Inspiration. That's quite
That's
right.
good. Yeah.
So, Japanese have got such a long history of Jomon. So that's the reason why we could make application from Jomon even by introducing from Korea or China or whatever. After introduction,
Yeah.
all Japanese people can look at the essence of
Yes.
foreign cultures
Yeah.
and try to absorb it and apply to Japanese, so-called climate or mentality, and create Japanese own way. That's the Japanese aesthetical mind.
Our aesthetic
That's
values or the
everything.
mindset.
That's right.
The origin we can find here in Jomon.
That's right.
That's interesting.
And third point is Japanese so-called genomichi means not arts, but to manners and customs showing the essence of its traditional way of doing means tea
So
ceremony,
discipline.
tea ceremony,
Yeah, yeah,
or flower arrangement,
yeah.
or let's say perfume was natural perfume,
Perfume
kodo,
appreciation.
appreciation.
Yeah.
Or
Incense appreciation.
that's right, or even kabuki or Japanese music. And typical one is wadaiko. This
Japanese drum.
that's right,
Traditional
drums,
drums. Yeah.
traditional drums. This sort of gedo, it's also come from the spirit of Jomon period.
So
After
the artistic
three-
philosophy,
that's right.
philosophical value that has
Traditional
been
value.
handed over to
Yes, quite right.
Japanese culture.
And fourth is martial arts, like
Martial
you
art.
do aikido, judo,
Yeah.
kendo,
Judo,
karate do,
kendo, karate do,
aikido,
aikido,
or kyudo.
Kyudo.
All
Japanese
these,
archery.
that's right. Particularly this year, we should look at Olympic Games
Yes.
in Tokyo.
We have the Olympic game in
Karate
this July.
was
August,
karate was introduced
Yeah.
as as one of the games.
Yes.
It's according to statistics, it has got a population of more than 100 people on this worldwide. Aikido, it's about 1.4 million, right?
Yes.
And
Population.
this is spreading over, as a sort of self-defense weapon,
Yes. Self-defense martial art.
self-defense martial art. That's right. So this so-called martial art
Yes.
is ranked as number 4. First, craftsmanship. Second, the beauty of Japanese,
Aesthetic values.
Japanese art.
Yeah.
Third is such Japanese traditional, how they call, なんていうんですかね、芸事。And fourth is martial art.
Philosophy, I would say.
Yes, I should say all have philosophy. And I said this is Yamato no Michi. Four. And combined with universal value
Yeah.
and Japanese local value,
Yeah.
combined together, I say Jomon Do. So Jomon Do is from any aspects of our daily life. Our daily life very much influenced by Jomon's spirit, Jomon way of thinking. So Jomon's value seems to be quite important for us at this moment. Not only that, but also for future.
Interesting. So you said there people think about Japan or Japanese. There are several aspects like their features,
Yes.
but most of them we can find those origin into Jomon era.
Yes.
That's why it's closely closely relating, and then the Jomon value can be associated with Japanese culture or Japanese mindset. Values.
Yes, I think so.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. We are very proud of that. ね